Look here. Here's Mecca. They all walk around the big black cube. See it? Right? Here's what's inside of it. Now, in case you don't know, that's a woman's pussy. That's exactly what that is. And in case you didn't catch that, let's just do this here real quick, just for fun, just so you get the idea. Let's just take it from right here, and we'll just rotate that to the right. You see how it represents the planet Saturn? You see that? It's the same thing. Okay. But let's just fill in the lines here. You've seen it a bunch of times. They got it curved around. And what do you have? You have your cube. You see it? So on the inside of this, when they pull the cover back, it's got a fucking pussy. Okay? All right? This down here, this right here, this bell, represents the same thing. That's why this stupid song from the disco era, if you remember, if you're old enough, or maybe even heard it, when a woman refers to, "You can ring my bell," they're talking about that. Okay? But it's really a representation of power, because sex is a metaphor for this specific power. Then we have this over here. You see, and this is the funny stuff, because this and this is the same thing, except these idiots that are called Christians are over here murdering these guys, which are called Muslims, and vice versa. Never for once stopping to think that these two things are exactly the same. Oh, and then you have to have things like this over here. Notice that you see where it says "I am 9/11"? What's this? What are those? Are those little explosions of energy, or are those cum stains? I mean, I hate to be brutally honest like that, but let's be honest. Are those electrical explosions, or are they cum stains, which represents the same thing? And then it's saying "I am 9/11". And then how about this? Here's Saturn, and look, it's a guy playing a guitar. And what do you have here? A redhead. Uh-oh. It's those pesky redheads again. And no video would be complete without tying in this bullshit. Berlin is calling the world. And what is it doing? It's using the bell. Visit the city of freedom. That's what they're saying. Visit the city of freedom. Really? Because I thought it was something different. Let's see. Let's just make sure you can see that. Visit the city of the Freedom Bell. Really? Is that any different than the Liberty Bell? Because I think you're trying to say the same thing. Well, because you're the same group, right? Now, what's the deal with this over here? Aye. One side's blue. One side's blue, right? And what's the other one? The other one's red. Or one is the lion, and the other one is the unicorn. Okay? One is the lion, the other one is the unicorn. Because one represents this fake fucking government, right? This fake fucking government of the world called the Jews. And the other one is the lesser of the two. One's Judea and the other one is Israel. So they're both getting the limelight because it's the same group, except it's split into two. Let's see, you see here? See the arc over the top? But the actual pathway is up the middle. Because you see, this is actually a positive sign. But you can't get there, right? You can't get there because the bell is in the way. You can't get there because the bell is in the way. And so it doesn't work. I'll show you a schematic on another page. But see, these people over here are dying because they're getting murdered by this group over here. And this group over here doesn't realize that it's murdering. And it's really, it's all the same. Everybody's being played like a fucking fiddle. And they're doing it with the best of intentions. Murdering, pillaging, killing, because God wants you to do that, right? God wants you to do that. God wants you to kill little kids and perpetuate the lie, because heaven forbid that you ever sit down and fucking study. What a fucking travesty this place is. When the Pope got inaugurated a couple of years back, and all of those people were standing outside, and that fucker come out, and that door was open, they could have stampeded the Vatican and just tore that fucker to the ground and pulled all the dirty secrets out and stomped every one of them fuckers to death. Because there is such a thing as, I know this sounds ass backwards, but there's a thing called righteous indignation. Like I said, you can't always walk away in peace. It's, you know, sometimes you go to left and a right, but you always want to try and stay centered. But, you know, that type of shit has to be stomped out. You know, these guys ain't no better. They ain't no better. They're killing too. You know, I mean, I don't know how else to put this to you guys. We're being fucking used. I mean, you gonna tell me these Muslims can't look at that and go, that's a pussy. My wife's got one of them. Wait, you gonna tell me you can't? You see how they get Saturn out of it? Oh, and they said that thing fell from outer space. Oh, fuck off. Yeah, and I won the lottery, you dick weeds. You know why they believe that? Because somebody told them that. The same thing that told this group over here that these guys over here are bad people. And told these motherfuckers over here that these are bad people. Imbeciles. Probably these guys, which is both of these guys. All at the top. Because they all worship this woman, this whore of Babylon bullshit. I don't know how else to put it to you. It's all the same thing.